what the terminology soil fertility and fertilizer use. So let's know first what is soil fertility. Okay. So what do you mean as soil fertility? Fertility means what? The ability of the soil, okay, to supply nutrients. Okay. Nutrients in the sense of available form, not in unavailable form. Okay. The soil fertility is nothing but ability of the soil to supply nutrients in the available form to crop. Okay. For the growth and development and to obtain a good yield. Okay. So soil fertility is nothing but it is the ability of the soil to supply nutrients in the available form to the crop for the growth and development of the crop to obtain a good yield. Okay, that is called as soil fertility. Then there is another term that is soil productivity. Okay, so soil productivity is a ability of the soil to produce a crop or sequence of crop. Okay, soil productivity is nothing but it is the ability of the soil to produce a crop or sequence of crop. Okay, so that is nothing but soil productivity. Okay, so all productive soil may be fertile. Okay, all productivity soil may be fertile, but all the fertile soil are not may not be productive. Why? Because due to some external factors or antagonism effect in between the nutrients. For example, increasing the nitrogen content decrease the or it affect the potassium. Increasing the phosphorus content it decrease the zinc content. So like this. So due to some factors and antagonism effect, all the fertile soil may not be productive, but all the productive soil are fertile in nature. Okay. Then what is the essentiality or what is the criteria of essentiality? Criteria of essentiality of nutrients. Okay. So essentiality means avasyakata. Okay. The need. Criteria means rule. Okay. What is the criteria of essentiality? Okay. A plant, a nutrient, when a plant nutrient will denominated as essential. Okay. Criteria for essentiality is nothing but when a nutrient will denominated as essential. Okay. For example, to start a business, what is essential? More essential. To start a business, what is more essential, guys? Idea. To start a business, the most essential thing is idea. For this idea, a brain is required. Okay. So from this brain, idea will generate. From this idea, the business will grow. Okay. So this is the essentiality. The idea is most essential in the business to start a business. Okay. Then we need some extra like money, support, all these things. Okay. But before that, we need idea. $1 million idea we need to start a business. Okay. So like this, when a nutrient will denominate as essential. Okay. So there are three criteria. One is a deficiency of the element makes it's impossible for the plant to complete its life cycle. Okay, if when the element is in deficiency, it will make or it will make the impossible for that plant to complete its life cycle. Okay, means a nutrient is required to complete the life cycle. For example, very simple is C, H, and O. These three nutrients are most essential, okay, to complete plant life cycle. Okay, then there are many more nutrients. Those are very much essential to complete the life cycle of the plant. Okay, so this is one criteria. Okay, the second criteria is the deficiency is specific for the element in question. It is nothing but the deficiency is specific to specific element only. Okay, for example, the deficiency of nitrogen will not recover by P fertilizer. Okay, the deficiency of or the requirement of P deficiency will not recover by potassic fertilizer. Okay, if there is a deficiency of nitrogen, we should apply nitrogen source. If there is a deficiency of phosphorus, we should apply phosphorus fertilizer. If there is a deficiency of potassium, we should apply potassium fertilizer. Okay, so the deficiency is very specific to the element in question, means it is very specific to the particular element. Okay, it will not recover by the other element. Okay, that's the meaning. Then the third one is the elements or nutrients plays a direct role in the plant metabolism. So whatever the process is present in the plant, they are involved. Okay, in each and every step of the plant metabolism, these elements are plays directly role. Okay, or else none of the conversion or none of the element or none of the cellular component will not form without these components or without these nutrients. Okay, so that's the meaning here. So there are three criteria of essentiality. One is a deficiency of the element makes it impossible for the plant to complete its life cycle. Without that plant, the plant will unable to complete its life cycle. That is the main first important criteria of essentiality. The second one is the deficiency is specific for the specific element. Without that element, the deficiency will not recover. Okay. Third one is the elements are plays a direct role in the plant metabolism. Okay. So for each and every step of the plant, they require. For example, for our growth and development, we require food. Okay, we require daily 3 time meals and water and everything, sufficient water, sufficient air. We require. Okay, so they play direct role in our metabolism. Okay, human metabolism. So like that, the nutrients they plays a direct role in the plant metabolism. Okay, so this criteria of essentiality is given by Arnon and Stout in the year of 1939. And again, this has been modified by Arnon in the year of 1954. Okay, so this character of essentiality has been given by or has given by Arnon and Stout 1939, and it has been modified by Arnon in the year of 1954. Okay, so according to this character of essentiality, there are they given 17 element is essential or called as essential nutrients or essential elements. So what are those 17 elements? CHO, they are called a structural component or structural element. Okay, then come to measure element. In that measure, primary measure is N, P and K, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Secondary measure is calcium, magnesium and sulfur. Okay, why they called a secondary element means in the supply of primary element they are also applied. Okay, no need to apply separate fertilizer for this. In the primary element only they are associated, so they are called as secondary element. Okay, then minor element, iron, zinc, copper, manganese. Then coming to nickel, chlorine, boron, molybdenum. Okay, so these are the micronutrients. Okay, or minor element. Okay, this is major, micro. Okay, it is nothing but macro. Okay, major, minor, macro, micro. Okay, CHO structural element. Okay, these are the 17 element according to the Arnon in the year of 1939. Okay, they have given these are the elements most essential for the plant growth or metabolism.